So this week we have the Invictus Games coming up, which is a games for injured servicemen and women, guys that have been physically injured, mentally injured from it, and for me it's been just a fantastic tournament. I was there in 2014 when it was hosted in London. Prince Harry is he's so good for the Invictus Games. He's a great support in the Invictus Games. He's pushed that through because he's seen that you've had a lot of people come back from Afghanistan with physical injuries, with mental injuries, and this has been a way to get them back on track, to give them a focus, because I suppose doing the job that they did and then coming back, it's kind of what do I do next? And the Invictus Games has been something that they could really focus on. They might have come back with lost limbs, but they've still got that mentality there where they do push themselves. They want to be successful. They do love challenge, and they want to move on with their life. So the Invictus has given a lot of those men and women a new start, a fresh start, and also to be able to compete at the highest level in sport. With other servicemen and women, that have had their struggles, that have had their challenges, and what they do is amazing. I've been there. I've played in the wheelchair rugby event, and I thought, I'm going to be all right at this. Quite strong, and I was blown away. I was blown away by the determination of these guys, by the skill of these guys, and it's not. At first I didn't know what to expect. I thought, I wasn't quite sure what the level would be. And then, I played in some events, I watched some events, and it was then that I really got the real respect for what they're doing. Because you see somebody doing archery and they can only use, one hand and the mouth. And, to be so accurate, to have the determination to do it, and not just to think, I can't do it anymore. These guys, epitomise kind of strength of character, and are so inspirational that I can't wait to get out to Australia to see them compete, because, just talking to them individually, this has given them so much hope. This has given them so much drive. This has been part of their healing. It's been part of their preparation to go from being, in that life to all of a sudden getting back into normal life. After 10 years or so, serving the country and then coming home, some with some horrendous injuries, and sort of mental scars that you probably would understand if they didn't want to carry on with anything. But what we'll see, next week in Australia is some real determined athletes, doing stuff at a level, that you didn't think was possible. But it's so inspiring. They're so motivational. It's going to be a great games, and when you see Prince Harry as well talk about what it means to him, just to see these guys, just to spend time with these guys, the respect that him and myself and everybody has for what they've done for us, and also what they continue to do in their lives, to continue that progression in their recovery is just phenomenal. So, if you've never seen the Invictus Games played, get out there, turn up to an event, watch the skills on show, listen to the stories, listen to what they've come from to where they are now, and you can't help but have huge respect for the men and women that will be performing, competing at the games.